You shouldn't be serious all the time. Because if you're serious all the time, you will have no friends and no one will like you. That's very harsh, I know. But that's the worst case scenario. How do you stay lighthearted? How do you stay in a non-serious mood when the time is right? If you're at a funeral, you want to be serious. If you're at a birthday party, it's more acceptable to be joking around and more silly. If that's your style, if that's your personality. It all depends on what's appropriate at the time and place. There's a difference between taking everything to heart versus being only talking about serious things. I love talking about deep subjects, but not everyone else does, and they definitely don't like talking about deep subjects all the time. So it's either I find the rare group of people that do like talking about deep stuff all the time, like philosophers, or I chill out a bit. Not everything is about learning the meaning of life, learning why we're here, all these deep ideas. Learn to live for the small things and smell the roses. Learn to live for the small things and smell the roses. I'm outside now, by the way. Not everything is about talking about deep stuff. So that's what I kind of learned. I realized not everyone likes to talk about deep things all the time. It's mostly me. So I started to try to pay attention more to the conversation, and whenever I would usually try to just say something very analytical and very serious, like what's the point of, why are you talking about ducks right now? When you're with your friends, you can talk about whatever you want, and that's the point. You can talk about random things freely. And I was a bit of a vibe killer. I would also tie that with the fact that I lacked some social awareness, some social cues. Sometimes when my friends would tell jokes to me or want me to play along with a joke and someone, I wouldn't understand what they're trying to do. I wouldn't try to play along. So I would kill the vibe. I would be way too serious. I wouldn't have enough aura to be fun to hang around. I realized this, and I would ask myself, how do I stop being so serious all the time? Why am I so serious all the time? It was a mix of me taking everything to heart and lacking some social skills. When people joke, say an insult to you, especially dudes, you shouldn't take this to heart. As long as they don't mean it deep down, then you shouldn't take it to heart deep down. It started 3 years ago, where I started to feel like I needed to be productive all the time, working towards something, which was great. But when you're hanging out with friends trying to kind of chill out, this is not the right moment to do it. You don't need to be as productive as possible when you're with your friends. The point is not to get something done. It's to be in the presence of one another and socialize. It's more of an adventure, a journey. At the same time, we don't always talk to joke around or just distract ourselves from our lives. Sometimes it is the right moment to talk about serious things. And I always take these moments for granted. I will always be down to talk deep with my friends, and sometimes we do. I just wait for the right moment, and I'm able to talk however deep I want to. And sometimes they understand what I'm talking about, sometimes they don't. And maybe it would be easier for me if I had friends that were also as deep of thinkers as me, who also have their mind always thinking, always on. I'm grateful for my friends, and there's something about having friends since you were very young that can't be replaced by a new relationship. There's a time and a place for different conversations. Being able to read the room and be aware of this will help you be less serious and have better social skills.